Beckham Jr. showing up for mandatory camp this week. Is it the Giants? You have superstars. They're in a big market. Is that the closest thing in the NFL to a super team? Because look at the Patriots, and there's not those big superstar names outside of really Tom Brady and Gronk, right?
Yeah, the Giants are a good shot at it, but there's no way to translate it to the NFL. What the Warriors had, they had 4 of the top 12 players in the entire NBA. What they had, I think, would truly be the equivalent of an NFL team that has Aaron Rodgers, Julio, Le'Veon, and Odell. But then it's also defense. They also have Mack and Kuechly and Sherman. It's a ridiculous team that almost didn't lose a playoff game. So I don't think it's that. The Giants are kind of interesting in the sense that they have Eli with 2 Super Bowl rings. They have the rock star in Odell. They have another rock star in Marshall, Sterling, the rookie tight end and whatnot. But what they're really missing is they don't have a Draymond. They don't have that muscle on the low block. They don't even have a Zaza. I'm not sure about that because of that running game. It's a sexy passing offense. I still don't know who's running.
Yeah, Giants haven't won a Super Bowl or a playoff game since 2011. So for me, it's hard to say they're a super team. I go back to the start of free agency in the NFL, like the Niners. They went out and they got Dion, and they brought in Ken Norton, and they got, they had all these guys. They were collecting assets.
Steve Young, all that,
they were building this super team at the dawn of free agency. But in today's NFL, with the way the salaries are structured and the way the draft is so it's easy to say, okay, here, the first round pick's a success story, but teams can equalize things with a Russell Wilson in the 3rd round or a 6th round pick.
I like that.
Or a 4th round Dak Prescott.
Exactly. So I don't think we'll ever see a Warriors team.
But they
on
added
paper,
Brandon Marshall to a team-friendly deal, right? That was a huge weapon. They are collecting Vernon,
and you're right. Olivier Vernon last year and Janoris Jenkins, and they brought in all these guys. They paid a lot of money, but it's hard to compare them to a team because this is almost like an Olympic team where we're picking an all-pro squad. That's what the Warriors were this year.
In order for you to be a super team like we saw in Golden State, you have to hit on all cylinders. And KB, you said it. You might have the passing game. You might even have the elite quarterback. That defense is stout. But if you don't have a running game, you're not a super team. I would say Atlanta. You look at what they did last year offensively, the wide receivers, running backs, tight ends, and the play of Matt Ryan, they look to be the super team. But then I would have to give the nod to the New England Patriots. You would say, well, the names don't jump out to you. But if you really think about it, they do. Tom Brady, the best ever. Gronk, at his position, the best ever. Julian Edelman, underrated, one of the best in the game, if not the best slot receiver. And then what I mean by comparing super teams, if you look at Golden State, they have depth. Iguodala, the young rookies coming off the bench, David West. Look at the Patriots.
That's a good point.
They got depth. They got more depth than anybody. So if you're talking about a super team from front office all the way down, Steve Kerr, Bill Belichick, down to the players, it's New England Patriots. They are the super team in the NFL right now.
So I've given the Giants a lot of grief for not addressing the running back spot. Same thing with the Eagles within their own division. I did some numbers and looking. Paulie Perkins, right?
Sure.
We talked about Paulie Perkins. Get it done. Towards the end of the season last year when Rashad Jennings wasn't producing as he was, Paulie Perkins put together a string of nice games. He actually averaged 4.1 yards per carry on the season. When given an opportunity, he looked pretty good. So if he can get his pass protection down, I actually like Paulie Perkins. They did draft another running back. I think they can get it done. Bigger picture, though, this wasn't, this can't be a super team because their offense was less than phenomenal. They were more Memphis Grizzly-esque on offense than Golden State Warriors. They were really, truly not lighting up the scoreboards. They didn't hit 30 points.